Trying to remember where I left off. Right. Okay, let's see how we do this. So, last episode I tried to set up car supply for this. Can I pick everything? I think I should have enough space. And well, that didn't work out as expected, as you can probably see by now. So let's try to do something about it. This was my rubber supply, and that's actually a very good proportion. Managed to store everything. That means all the stations are now clean. Well, there's still a station at over there, which I will need to clean, but I'll worry about that one a bit later. Okay, so first order of business is to do a bit of inventory cleanup. Can I store computers? No, I cannot. I should be able to store the power shards though. Okay, I really hope that this actually stores and doesn't go to waste. I'll just take everything and I will try to get a true alignment. I'll try to get a true alignment to my factory floor, which means I'm gonna lose a bit of resources here, but I'm okay with that if that means having my railway station properly aligned to the factory. Today, as the title suggests, is gonna be all about trains. I will go down to that level, but let's head down here and bring a wall down. Okay, so this is going to be my straight edge for the train station. That miner is gonna be there for a long time, so let's just go out a bit. And I do think that this is actually a good place to put the train station. And we'll use this as a baseline. So we are in Australia. We're gonna drive on the left side of the road. The train is gonna come in like this. The train head is gonna be somewhere here, and then we'll try to do a long loop to align back to that path. Well, at least that's the plan. If that's actually gonna work or not still remains to be seen. Okay, I need one more row of tiles. I want to leave a space there for cargo management. So let's try this again. Facing the correct way, aligned well, and aligned well over here as well. Getting a bit concerned that I'm going quite close to that. I hope I still have enough space to make a turn. Okay, let's see how this goes. So I did create a helper blueprint. But we first need to have two freight platforms, obviously. Or at least two freight platforms. Before I forget, and I will forget, let's set them all to unload. Now, normally that would be problematic, but so I need to actually reposition that that bit. after placing the blueprint, otherwise they're not connected. Okay, that was interesting. So we can fairly clearly see that this is connecting properly. Maybe I clipped it wrong. This should always be able to connect. And it actually connects. Okay. It was potentially just something that I did wrong. I should be able to connect back here. And here comes the tedious part. Okay, let's stop this here. This is a bit wavy, but hopefully it won't have a negative impact. So let's do it like this. It is aligned. I want it over here, and so generally speaking, the key to making was that too much? That was too much. The key to making straight belts is straight rail lines is to always place the straight segments first. Fortunately, the train doesn't care about terrain collision. And speaking of, why can't this one be deleted? Maybe because I'm too far away? I don't know if there's a menu to access that. And another really annoying thing is that it's just short enough to actually be able to go on on an even number of tiles. Although I think here I actually started from a middle, so but still, they could have made the length be the size of a the max length of a segment be the size of a whole number of floor segments. You know what? Do I have the hypertubes anywhere? No, I do not. What's the length for this one? Yep, a random size again. I think it was here. And because of the way blueprints... Really? Well, farewell trucks. Okay, let's just do this for now. Okay, I think I'm finally getting the hang of this. Okay, there's gonna be a turn here. I think I can bring the rails all the way up to here. No, that's not right. But that looks better. And again, the main idea is to put the straight edge first. Is that consuming pipes? No, it's not. Yes it is. Well, it would have been nice to have a functional hypertube. Let's make sure. Let's make sure we do that. One of the big items on the to-do list, and the immediate one after sorting out plastic, is going to be to do I have pipes anywhere here? I don't think I do, but I'll double check anyway. Yeah, the pipes were in that one. And I'm checking so desperately for pipes here because I don't have much hopes of getting pipes from that container. And I still need quite a bit of pipes. Oh, no, there's still pipes here. No, it was just one delivery, unfortunately. I'm trying to think how I can make sure that I always have some pipes, because over here I'm not gonna get that many. This is not sustainable, obviously. Right, I'm using that for starters. Well, for a lot. Oh, and for heavy modular frames. Are you telling me I can just put more of these? There seems to be a surplus. What I'm gonna do, this is gonna get fully decommissioned in hopefully in this stream, actually. Something's off here. Oh, yes, power and the recipes are off. So that should hopefully be more pipe. Now, out of curiosity, is my steel supply full? Yes, that's why I have that extra capacity. My steel supply is full. Now, unfortunately, I don't have these blueprints anymore. Man, I can't believe I'm back to doing this. But, well, it is what it is. Let's use some decent belts. We should see pipes coming out of there as well. That's great. So pipes are coming from over here. How do I want to do this? No, with a bit of luck, first of all, in logistics, I have just enough to build a couple of these things. We got there in the end. So left output is any, right out, center output is overflow. And last but not least, a dimensional depot that should allow me to get some steady supply of pipes. More or less everything that goes in should come to me first, and I should be able to pull item out of the dimensional depot to get more buffer in there. This means that my base will not produce heavy modular frames for quite a while now, but unfortunately that has to be the trade-off. And let's start off with the fact that I'll most likely have to come back to my base at some point sooner or later. Yeah, that's quite pipe heavy. I did have a power pole somewhere here. Okay, so this is powered on. And this hopefully means I can start using the hypertube. Is that a good size? Most likely it isn't. I am, I think, more than halfway done, at least. Okay, let's test this for doing anything else. That seemed okay. It's the inner side that is probably more limiting. Let's not forget to click those two together. Yeah, it is the inner side that's more limiting, unfortunately. So for the inner side, let's try to make just a small segment. Quite steep, but hopefully it won't matter that much. No, it needs to be one backward. Okay, so just a few more rail tracks and we are at the depot. Really? Doesn't click? And as you can see, rail tracks are slightly more cumbersome to track down. But they are substantially more reliable. I'm a bit worried that the segment might be too short. It wasn't. Okay, I am building exclusively out of what's in the storage now. But I think the storage will have a bit of time to refill while I actually do that train station. I don't think the hypertube will have any sort of impact on the train. Or at least I really hope it won't. We'll find out, I guess. Okay, I have to remember that my inventory is just 2 boxes, not 3. Which means that if I go to 3 boxes, I have taken 2 more stuff into my inventory. Potentially. Now I actually have potential for 3 boxes. Anyway, train station. The train is gonna go like that. So let's go with the train station first. I need to build a couple of radar towers, but don't think here is where I want to have them. Yes, that is the correct orientation. That's good. I think that this is good. I can hardly wait to get the hover thingy. Okay, this is the easiest to align like this. I don't know how much space I need here for freight, but let's get a couple in. Let's make sure that the storages are on the right side. And let's do 290-degree rails. Like, maybe this? Okay, I'll have to reprint a couple of segments. And obviously mistakes are very possible because my field of view is very small. I really need to get to that hover pack. Yeah, it was 1 segment off. And last but not least, right, get a nice vantage point here. My best guess was actually not that far off. Let's see, does this connect? And is this long enough? Yes, it is. I'll finish the hypertube. I'll finish the hypertube here because looks nice. And I want which one do I want? I want the first platform. No, let's put plastic in the second platform. Oh, okay. That was a bit unexpected, but sure. I'll have some extra plastic on me. I was still able to grab everything, which is good. Time to test. Time to test this thing out. Timetable. So this should hopefully already work. I know I haven't made the connections yet. Actually, I'll spend just a bit of time making the connections, so as soon as the train starts to accelerate, I'll turn off self-driving. And let's spend that extra bit of time to do the loading here. This one is meant to be loading. And with the fuel, it's not all wasted effort. I want to say that I put plastic over here. Now, I want to say doesn't mean that's what I did, but I want to say that. We'll actually see what I've done in just a second. I might get fuel out of here because the next tier for fuel requires aluminum, so I did put plastic over here. Nice. And let's take a ride and enjoy. Trains take substantially more time to set up, but they are more satisfying to and far more reliable after they have been set up. I still need to decom this station. I haven't forgotten about it. It's still full of plastic, which means that even the storage depot is full over there. But this actually looks good, looks promising. I have no idea where to line this up, but it should be that. And just a step forward. If anybody's asking why I'm doing this, it's because while the train is docking, the output ports are actually disabled. But if I do it like this, output ports are working just fine. We'll have a new perimeter wall. That one was a bit too optimistic. I'll just get plastic right now. So this is how this is gonna run. I said I'll just get plastic, and I will just get plastic, but I needed that as a guideline. No, don't move me. That falls in line over there. This falls in line over here. And technically be able to do this. Everything else now is just dredging the belt. Clearance. That looks fine. And I'm finally getting rid of one of those very annoying belts. Plastic is over on that belt. And this should actually be connection fully done. While I'm here, I might as well just get the rubber through as well, because I'm gonna forget about it. And really? Come on, I really thought I could jump there. I need to find a free lane. This one actually looks good. That one I cannot use. That one is taken. Let's go with this. I might straighten that one up some point later, but for now those are the engines, these are the beams. Should still have a very healthy supply, but I will need to turn back um, turn back on the beam production. This still has a full. Yeah, maybe I didn't need to do that right now. Over on the other side, I have a full production lane. No need to do anything else. Or let me rephrase that, I have a full storage container. Let's see how this is looking. Looking good. That's not realistic. That number will go down slightly. Let's go finish plastic. Was I faster than the train? No, I wasn't. Can I see the contents of the cargo train? About 400 delivered per turn. Not great. I'm assuming the belt is now no longer full. I'm assuming correctly. Once again, goodbye frame rate. I don't know if it's just the lights, maybe just the refineries have a very bad, very poorly optimized. Very poorly optimized performance, because in the main base there are plenty of lights and I don't get into this issue. So checking my notes. Wrong notes. Here I need 8 refineries for rubber and 15 for plastic. Now, how many do I have for rubber? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a very nice glitch. And consistent glitch as well. As long as I'm somewhat perpendicular, I can actually see through. Yeah, something's really wrong here. Okay, how do I want to play this? I need to have the same refinery type, obviously. That's input, that's output, it's the correct orientation. I don't want to fall down just yet. This one... this one needs to be pumped. Let's go ahead, select the recipe. Not fall down. So this needs to be merged. This is all here for belt. Technically that's the output done. Let's cut a hole in that one as well. That is all connected, that's connected. So technically as soon as I wanted to say something, but I realize it's wrong. I wanted to say that as soon as I connect things will start to work, but that would not have been correct. So this is now gonna be a T-junction. That's outflow. Just look at how easy pipe intersections can be. Like, why can't belt intersections be made as easy? There is a non-null chance that this might actually be able to lift? No. There is a chance. Let's scrap the non-null part. And let's put the actual pump . That's full connections. That's a bit unfortunate. So let's check the head lift again on this pump. Head lift is down to 40, roughly. What's the head lift on this one? 40 as well, and we have throughput. Let's stop that for just a second and I need to figure out how I'm gonna merge these two things. Well, the solution is quite simple. I'm gonna use a merger. Will this look pretty enough? Can I do a sharp turn here? And we're basically comparing this with that. Like, come on. Anyway. It is operational, it is fully working, so let's finish this build. Refinery RL was the blueprint. Blueprint snapping is enabled. Directions seem to be okay. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I know I've built well because I still have one space remaining here. All that's left is the connections. And this is basically 300. Yeah, 300 plastic per minute. Unmodified. Because, yes, it is possible to get more in less space with a lot more power and a few power slugs. I don't think anybody would use summer slopes on plastic though, which is the other way to improve throughput. We have some oil. This one seems to be full. Can I stand on this building? They're gonna be pretty on the inside, at least. So that is the side where I actually had access. Can I build from... Oh, actually, this might work. It might be a bit more fiddly. And I have to be careful not to fall down. As I was saying. Feels like we're building the sarcophagus over Chernobyl a bit. But hopefully this should... Yep, it's still clipping, but I think I need to be... No, it's not close enough. It's sometimes it just clips. One, two, three, four. So I do have 4. I need 7.5 in total. So 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll start off with the recipes. And turn this one down to 50%. I don't think there's anything left to do here. Really hope I don't have to come back into this area anytime soon. I might have to set up at some point red fuel, turbo fuel out. I didn't make a platform for that yet. Maybe I'll need to dial my graphic settings a bit lower, although this seems to be the only area that has issues, so I don't know if I want to lose graphic details on everywhere in the game just because of this area. If it becomes a more obvious issue in other parts, I might do that. Seems to be less. I wanted to say seems to be less glitchy, but I take that back. The goal here, I need to be careful not to become too reliant on this on this build over here as okay, interesting. The train is faster, but it will lose some speed probably in corners. Not really, okay. If my base, if I lose power now, it's gonna be quite difficult to restore power supply. But anyway, for now, power is still fairly reliable. Yeah, that was all the plastic I had. That means that my that was all the concrete I had on me. My computers are really draining all my plastic resources. I need to make more encased beams though. That's a lot of leftover. I feel like I'm missing some things. I'm definitely missing some iron plates. Although, am I using iron plates for anything? I have to double check, but I think I was. Yeah, I'm full of those. Next bit is increasing steel. But I would really like to get a hover pack. I just need 100 aluminum sheets. Plus whatever I need for the hover pack. The question is, what do I need for the hover pack? I need 140 aluminum sheets. In total, 40 for the hover pack and 40 for the other thing, for the research. Everything else I hopefully have. No, I don't have frames. I actually have the aluminum sheets. I have the aluminum sheets. Okay, let's go. And by let's go, I mean let's go fix up the frames. How do I fix up the frames? First question is, where am I producing the frames? I believe they're here. I'll do a manual run because, well, just because. I don't think I'm overflowing yet, but I was considering, just to let everybody know why I was so excited, I was considering just going to the nearest bauxite deposit and mining. As far as I can remember, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. But let's just say that the closest deposit is not close. Closest deposit is not close at all. But with those frames, I should be able to equip my overpack, which would be extremely nice when building the base. Obviously, all my engine production... No, I did cut off that build. Maybe I still have some? I realize I don't have enough engines. I will build a few more engines now. Motors. whatever they're called. But this is not enough. This is 150 out of 250. I just need 8 to finish the hover pack. A 100 fuel on me is always more than enough. Now, the big question is what do I do with the missing frames and the missing engines and the missing motors? I don't think those pipes that I've brought will be enough for everything. But well, we move on. I guess I'll use I need to somehow remember not to throw away that 20 iron ore. Still, expansion is extremely long overdue, so unfortunately I need to prioritize this one now. I'm really eager to start setting up aluminum, but so I think we'll consider this the old build. And I'll go ahead and build this time slightly higher. Is that the tallest obstacle around? That seems to be the tallest obstacle. This is definitely on top of everything, so we'll build here. And I might... You know what? Um, I kind of didn't like the fact that this grid didn't align, and still I will definitely be able to belt. I don't need some very fancy throughput. As such, I'll still probably build somewhere close to here. I still think this is the correct place to build, but I just want a better alignment. Let's remove all the excess. And I want to make sure I can build over that. And that it's not clipping or anything. Okay, we have our platform. And I'm really grateful that structural integrity is not a consideration here. Because if it would be, I would have big issues. So the goal here is a bit ambitious. Let me find the actual build. So I want 300 steel beams, 320 steel pipes. I have a very good molded beam recipe. I do not remember if I have the recipe for fine concrete though. So let's check that one out. Okay, there it is. So fine concrete is an assembler recipe. Did I plan with an alt I don't have? I really hope I didn't do that. I did plan with a recipe that I do not have. Well, that's disappointing. But anyway, the goal is still kind of the same. It doesn't impact the build that well. It impacts partially the build, but not by of a highly relevant margin. So is it organization? Yes. That is 24 frames. So I will not keep this active right now. But this is gonna give us a pretty good understanding of what's happening here. That's pretty much on the radius. But this is a pure iron ore, the closest I have available. This is normal, this is impure. And this is normal as well. Okay, so I need 1200 iron ore. This fully speeded is gonna give me 600. This is another 600. So I'll keep it at that. I already have the coal here. I might go for some hard drives, to be honest, because I really don't want that fine concrete recipe. It speeds up the production by quite a lot. But let's look at the recipe without. It's 1.6 limestone. This is 600. If I was to... How do I even deliver this? Well, I don't need to deliver this. I can transform on the spot and then just have a car drive like this, collect. What quality is this? This is regular. It's gonna be a bit of a logistical challenge, but I think I can do this. If I was to have the fine silica, I can get silica here. And then I only need about 600 limestone. And I can get from this one and this one meet here, and like this one is beltable even. But anyway, 600 plus 600. This would be a very long belt if I want to do it this way, but I don't think I have any other good options. Maybe I don't get this one and I get this one. This is beltable distance. This is rockable, I guess. Or maybe even I don't care and I belt it. The iron ore I cannot belt. I hope trucks have a good enough throughput when supplied exclusively on coal, that is, which is a bit more challenging. I'm thinking how many belts I would actually need if I was to consider this, but this is so far away. Although it's, I don't know, it's working just fine. So maybe. I really hate trucks. The fact and how much time I spent yesterday just to end up nowhere. I think we might just end up belting stuff. So the coal and iron will split into 3 belts and I'll have 3 steel ingot smelters. After which I'll get the steel pipe going. So actually, let's do it like this. I'll build. I don't think I'm close to running into that rock. Let's dial down the build just a bit. Coal, technically I already have. I don't have to worry about coal. These are normal quality, so I can get 600 per minute easily out of them. Let's dial down the ambitions a bit. I'll mark this as the walkway, which means that Okay, I want to get two construction blocks. Each is... let me check the blueprint. Foundry blueprint is 2 by 2, but I think I'll still build in... Actually, there's no point in building in blocks of 4. Foundry, this is the foundry I was looking for, and this needs to be aligned over here. So I'm gonna split this into 2 recipes. I'll do the pipes first. As the pipes are gonna be the easier ones to get set. Make sure that the blueprint didn't reverse itself and that I'm not gonna fall down. I'm gonna use the highest tier belt I can possibly get. There's a few recipes I'm hoping to get, but I am waiting to actually get my radiation resistance suit. Okay, and let's connect electricity, which is buried somewhere. So for now I'm not doing anything special with this build, although I will be switching steel to an alternate recipe. But the pipes are gonna still behave exactly the same. We're building 180 per minute, which means for now I might downgrade to tier 3 belt. Okay, and at the top here, which one we do? The constructor, left, right. Put it on the right, I need right, left. And I need 9 of these. Just double check. This is input, this is output. Yep. I need 9 of these, so for a second there I forgot I have 2 per blueprint. So it's just 1 more. Really? It's not, no, it's aligned over here. Let's get the power lines. I think power line recipe and resource input output are the last things. That's odd. It is ever so slightly off. But it is off, and I want to fix that on the other floor. If I can, that is. I think I have a slightly more belt here. Oh, it worked. That one will go probably on that track because I've already made it. It will go to the main factory. Let's sort out resource delivery now. For some reason this doesn't look tall enough. Because I realized I want to do the storage as well. Because I am gonna be using both of these for a lot of construction. So will this fit? Actually, it will. And that is really awesome. Let's change that setting. Okay, the way I'm gonna do this is that correct? Yes, that's correct. So this is over here. And I can set up the blueprint for storage over here like this. Okay, let's not fall down. I believe that this is that might not even be enough. Oh, really? Did I manage to get the right angle? No, I didn't. That is already connected. I tried, it didn't work. God, no. Really? I'm pretty sure this will work now. And let's supply iron and coal over there. I won't upgrade the miners just yet. We are decommissioning that. I have a pretty healthy buffer of steel beams, and pipes are I have some pipes. Let's deliver. Let's deliver some. This will prioritize the truck as long as there's still a truck. Oh yeah. Quite obviously, there's no power. Where can I connect power? Do we see incoming pipes? We should see incoming pipes if everything went well. Not everything went well though. How did I leave this? How did I leave this place without setting recipes, without connecting power? Beats me, but what I did. These are all working now. It should be at full capacity, and this should be 180. A bit more. This needs to be off. This should be a steady supply of pipes, and because I actually need these pipes, I'll do the base delivery now. What are the chances I have the heavy frames? I don't have the heavy frames. What are the chances I have the motors? I don't have the motors either. Hopefully that truck supply will sort out the issue. I didn't realize the belt went into default mode. Okay, this looks much better. I not have enough beams? On me at least. Yep, I definitely... I'm not that far away from having... That's an achievement. "51 beams, that's not bad." That being said, I really wish that trucks would be more reliable. No, I always mix them up. I really need to get... Is this still delivering? It is still delivering, but at a very slow rate. Because I have just one item there that is okay, this is... that's gone. Stop. This is still full, but I'll stop it. I'll just connect it to match the rest of the build. This is where I've done that extremely dodgy setup. But if I hurry, I don't need pipes right now, so I should be able to store most of the pipes here. And I should see both frames and motor. Oh, motors is almost there. Frames are building. I will have my hover pack very soon. I really don't understand, like I've just copied this one, why doesn't it keep the same orientation? Anyway. Uh, let me switch over the recipe to steel beams. I said I'll go for an even 180. This 180 will still be challenging. But on the other hand, I have a fair amount of supply. So the first thing that I'm trying to figure out is whether I want to keep this build or go on 4 spaces, because I do have 3 inputs here. Let's just play this out a bit. Let's just say I start up with a foundry left to right. And I have 1 input aligning, 1 input to the right. This here and this as a pass-through. Those both stay there. And I actually have my 2 inputs for the next foundry. So I'm gonna use the foundry right left. Foundry right left. That looks correct. This actually aligns. And then we have an output. Where's this centered? This is on the line there. Where is that one? That one's over here. So this one connects here. This is pass-through. Okay, I like this setup. I just need to get 320 concrete per minute into this build, and I'm gonna keep concrete separate because I don't want to change the build once I will get the wet concrete or fine concrete. For now I'll need 960 limestone. This is 600. This is 900. And I'll make 60 from there somewhere. I will belt it. Can I belt 600? Can I output? I cannot output 600 concrete. Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So my highest tier belt right now is 480. 480 plus... Well, I guess I needed to use those anyway, so... 480 plus 600, it's above 960, so that means fully use this to use this one at max belt throughput. And I'll probably do the limestone to concrete over here just so that I can use the steel beams, steel beam belts, merge that onto the iron ore, which need to be upgraded and delivered on separate belts. But I think that that's gonna be how we're gonna do this. That's already one upgraded belt. It's gonna be fairly easy to stack the belts, so I'm gonna use the same route. Yeah, I will need to take a short break now, as usual. I will be back this time probably in about an hour. So an hour, it's gonna be a bit of a long break, and I'm not sure if I'm a bit tired as well. Not sure if I'm gonna actually be back with this one, so I'll actually end the stream here. I'm fairly happy with the progress we've made today. No, I will not end the stream here. I will 100% not end the stream here. That's the motor. I only need 3 more frames. Can I craft some?
Milestone reached.
They're upgraded.
The hover pack draws energy from nearby power connections,
inventory slots.
and so can only be used in their vicinity. It provides an excellent vantage point of your work, which you clearly need. Otherwise, you would have optimized that obvious problem by now.
Next milestone is not gonna be this one. I don't have enough alkylate aluminum. I do want the hazmat suit. Unfortunately, not enough aluminum casing, but I might just do that quick trip to get a bit more aluminum casing. I need to get my gas filter working. Oh, yes, I need to wait for that thing to come back, but after lots of hammer hits, I don't want to have the frames in my inventory. Let's re-enable that one. Move this. And give it a quick test. So I do need to keep the hover. I'm assuming the thing on the right is the battery. But as long as we're near some power lines, okay, this is gonna make things so much easier. We are draining some base power, but should be all good. That's why we have the power 4. Okay, I've been waiting a long time to get this upgrade. I've never actually played with this. Last time I've played this was not in the game. But anyway, that's it for this game. For this stream. Maybe I'm gonna come back a bit later on. Hope to see you guys here. If I do, if not, I'm not sure on the schedule over the weekend. I will try to give a few hour heads up on the next stream. Maybe I'll have a bit of time over the weekend, or maybe it's just gonna be next Monday. That being said, thank you all very much for watching, and see you here next time.